Hello, hello. Thank you for joining me today. Dana here. Today I'll be making this Thinking of You card using supplies from Spellbinders. There will be a supply list in the description box below, and I will have affiliate links when available. If you choose to shop through these links, it does help support me, and I do greatly appreciate it. Now let's get on to the making. To start off this card, I colored some papers with a mix of distress sprays. For this first one, I used seedless preserves in the Oxide and the dye spray. And for this lighter purple one, I used the Victorian Velvet in the Oxide and the dye spray. And then for these green papers, I used Mowed Lawn. I just used the dye spray for these. I don't have the Oxide in this one. Off screen, I cut out those papers using the Grand Stitched Blossoms die set from Spellbinders. And then using the Sentimental Mosaic Betterpress plate, I betterpressed on some coffee dyed paper using ground espresso oxide ink. And using the All You Need Sentiments Glimmer set, I made this cute little birthday sentiment strip. Now, there was an ink situation later on in the video that I kept in, so it went from a birthday card to a Thinking of You card. But I'll show you that. You'll see it here coming up. I went ahead and stitched these pieces off screen as well, and I'm just gluing everything together here using my Barely Arts liquid glue. To create the background of the card, I took a piece of recycled packaging. This is just some corrugated cardboard that came in an order, and I'm cutting that down to roughly 4¼ by 5½ with my decal trimmer. Then to grunge it up a bit, I inked around the edges using my walnut stain distress ink. I chose to use a craft card base for this, but I wanted it to be a bit darker, so I just inked around the edges of the card base with the same walnut stain ink. And because the corrugated cardboard is a bit thicker, I decided to glue that onto the card base using my collage medium. And since I already had the collage medium out, I just continued to use that to adhere everything together. And I wanted to pop the sentiment up a bit, so I put some of the thin black foam squares from Simon Says Stamp onto the sentiment strip and then adhered that on. And here is where I noticed that I got a little heavy-handed with inking around the edges. So I dug through the other sentiment strips that I had made and found the Thinking of You one, and then was careful when I inked around the edges of this one, and I just glued that right onto the top of the Happy Birthday one. No one will ever know. Just just me and you. We're the only ones that will know. And then here is the final card. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do consider subscribing and pampering that like button. And as always, take some time to pamper your inner goddess, and I will see you in the next one.